Hello there, Apba fans and Apba football fans, and welcome to another exciting game of Apba football here on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network. We have a loser's bracket game in the NFC. We got the 12th seeded San Francisco 49ers visiting the 4th seeded Washington Commanders. This will be the last game of the week here. Very surprising that the Washington Commanders, as you saw on here, lost their first round game and ended up in the second round here. And this has been a heck of a game so far. We're going to pick this game up at halftime. And right now, San Francisco's leading the game 28-24 in an absolute thriller. So far in the first half, San Francisco's ran 26 plays and they have got 258 yards of total offense. Mostly Brock Purdy. He's been red hot. 10 for 16, 197 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And on the other side, we got Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels so far is... Jayden Daniels had a huge first half as he is 16 for 20 for 251 yards passing, thrown for a touchdown, and he has ran for 2 touchdowns. San Francisco come down right off the first drive of the game. They got a touchdown on a 3-yard pass from Purdy to Jennings. Washington come back and got a 52-yard field goal by Siebert. San Francisco scores another touchdown, 2-yard run by Mason. Washington, 72-yard little pitch and catch. McLaurin from Daniels. McLaurin went the distance, 72 yards, 14-10. San Francisco gets another 2-yard touchdown run by Mason. Then Daniels comes back. Washington back and forth, 21-17, runs it in from 4 yards out. Then McCaffrey comes in. First play from scrimmage for him in the game. He's playing limited. He caught a little 70-yard screen pass, and he went 70 yards down the field untouched, 28-17. Then with 4 minutes left in the half, Daniels, 2-yard run, cut it down to 28-24. They finally forced a San Francisco punt. They missed it, and then Washington missed a field goal on the last play of the half. And that's where we're going to pick it up here with a 28-24 lead. Commanders receiving the second half kickoff. San Francisco's ratings is 35 on offense and 32 on defense. Washington's 41 on offense and 39 on defense. So San Francisco is running at a -4 in my floating index, and Washington's running at a +9. So San Francisco will be in grade index C half the time, and Washington will be in the A index 80% of the time. So let's get ready here for the second half kickoff. Jake Moody, kicker from the University of Michigan, teeing it up at the 35-yard line. 22 is a 25, and he booms it through the end zone. Washington will be taken over here in the second half from their own 30-yard line. Let's see if Jayden Daniels can continue the outstanding play. Been working on my new football field. I got the new Howard Street field here in Bay City, Michigan here. Been doing some arts and crafts the last couple of days and trying to make a little just more user-friendly kind of a football field. So here we go. First down, 10 to go. So far, we got Bijan Robinson. He has 10 carries for 25 yards. As Washington's actually 37-26. They've been running a few more plays as they were trying to control the ball. So let's see how they come out here in the second half. Second half, they're going to come out, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and pound the rock to B.J. Robinson. Not BJ, this is Brian Robinson. BJ plays for a different team. So Brian Robinson, handoff inside, first down. 8 is going to put him in the A index. 56 is going to put him in the D. We got a left column roll. Oh, 54 is actually a penalty. 54 is a 36. We got a penalty. We got a 3:56 on a penalty on the first play of the second half on a run. A 3:56 is going to be an infrequent penalty, as I used the Phil Malloy penalty charts, which I got off the OGuard 62 site. They work out really well as far as for the way I play it. So infrequent penalty, 43 is a 49. taunting offense, 15 yards from the dead ball spot. So we got to finish up the play to see what the play was actually going to be. But then we got a taunting penalty. So back to the inside run. Robinson, 16 is a 25. He's in a no gain on the play. And then the whopping 15-yard penalty, taunting. So that would be a second down. And 25 to go. Because that was 15 yards from the dead ball spot. So 30 seconds gone here. What they going to do here on a second down and 25. They're bringing Eckler in. He's coming in. Robinson's going out. And they're going to throw a little screen pass to Austin Eckler to see if we can get some of the yardage back here. 56. 56 is a 22. That ball's in a flutter. Incomplete to the ground. Eckler. He's had 3 catches today for 30 yards, but not this time. So we got ourselves a third down. Looking around. What's the call going to be? They're going to go a medium pass to McLaren. They're going to try and get some yardage here. They don't want to give up on it. It's been a shootout, so medium to McLaren. 44. This could be a good play here. Will it be enough? It's a long ways to get the first down. 2. Going to put them in the B, which will bump him up to the A because he's an A receiver. 66. That's actually a nickel back. So it's going to go to a B, left column. And they got a successful double cover on him. So 44 is a 6. Drops to an 8. 9-yard completion. 260 yards today for the quarterback, Daniels. 9 yards. McLaren up to 94 yards. Put some 2 for 5 on third down conversions as they do not convert. Move the ball 9 yards. Fourth down. 13:45 left here. And for the first time in the game, on comes the punter. Tressway punting from his 24-yard line. Here's a snap. Here's the kick. 56 is a 6. A right column 6. 40 to the TA. So not a very far kick. 40 yards. 1, 11, 21, 31, 40 to the TA. The TA will be Jacob Cowing from the P column. 41 to 27. He calls a fair catch. And here comes San Francisco with 13:30 left in the third quarter. Keep my official clock over on my score sheet. Sometimes I will forget to do my little slide up here for the clock, but then I will keep it caught up. So 1st and 10. Here it comes. San Francisco. Brock Purdy. He's had an awesome first half here. So what they're going to call on first down. First down, they're going to come out running the ball to Jordan Mason. He has 9 carries for 47 yards today. He's going to run the first play. Between the tackles, 55. 55 is a 15. This one could be good. 9 is going to put him in the A index. 52 is going to put him in the D. 4 is going to put him in the right column. 55 is a 15. First play from scrimmage. Jordan Mason from Georgia Tech, 23-yard run. 10 carries for 70 yards on the day. Busted right through there. 23 yards. 9, 19, 23. Across midfield. powerful running. That's his 10th carry of the day. He averages about 13, 14 carries a game. And open it up a little bit. They're going to throw a medium pass. They're going to try to keep the hammer down. Medium pass to Jayden Daniels. 63 is a 34. This could be a fumble. 9. We'll leave them and actually bump them up to the A index because he's an A receiver. 35 puts him in a standard left column. We got a F43. An F43 44. F43 44. 14-yard 01. But for the quarterback fumbles, once again, I go back to a Phil Malloy chart that I really like. It is the fumbles on pass plays. So on the fumble on the pass play, roll a 20-sided dice. And if it's 1 through 13, the play stands. The play stands. He gets to completion. 14-yard completion to Jennings. Third catch for 36 yards. It'll be a first down. But then he fumbles it. The 0-1 picks it up. The 0-1 is Jennings. And he's just going to lay on it right there. As he has the FR0 and he could not even run it if he wanted to. So you got the first down, 27-yard line. Very fortunate after the fumble to hold on to the possession of it. So 12:30 here. What they gonna do? They keep pushing it down the field. They're gonna do a little short pass to Deebo Samuel. 27-yard line. Purdy's been hot. 52's a 28. This time he's not going to get the pass away. 1 is going to put him in the C index. 25 puts him in the standard. We're in the right column. We got the 28. He is sacked for a 7-yard loss. First time Purdy has been sacked today. And we're going to be second down. 17. What's the call? Going to be on 2nd and 17 at the 34-yard line. They're going to throw a medium pass to the big tight end from Iowa. Medium pass to Kittle. Back in the pocket, 30. Looking for Kittle. 15. 15 is a 6. Let's see what the play is going to end up. 4 puts them in the C, which will bump them up to the B. The defense they're running, they actually got a blown coverage. They're in the G line. Left column, 15. 15's the 6. 28-yard completion. Wow. 28 yards. He has been red hot today. 28 yards to Kittle. There's 66 yards receiving on the day on 3 catches. It will be a first down. 4, 14, 24, 28, right down to the 6-yard line. And when I get 12s on my dice roll here, that's an offensive injury. See what the offensive injury is. 65. 1, 2, 3 is the quarterback. 4, 5, 6 it's the receiver. Who got hurt on the play? Quarterback. Oh, Purdy is hurt. Completed a pass, but he is banged up. We got to shake the dice and see how long he's out for. He's a J4. A J4. We got a 3. He is out for the remainder of the game. Purdy is knocked out of the game. So Brock Purdy went to the blue tent. He is out for the game. And the way I play it, I know in football we got our own rules. He can play hurt, but I only let my guys play hurt if there's no backups to play. They got 2 backups. They got Allen and they got Dobbs. So Dobbs, he'll be coming in. He'll be the quarterback of San Francisco probably for the rest of the way. They got a first down and goal to go at the 6-yard line. And they go from a -4 to a -6. So now they'll be in grade C even more. This is just a devastating blow to the 49ers. So it's probably really important they can get down there and possibly score the touchdown right away. So first down. We're going to hand the ball Mason inside from the 6-yard line. Dobbs, handoff. Mason, 46 is a 24. 8. We'll get him into the B index. 23 is going to put them in the G. They're in the left column. 46, 24. No gain for Mason. So it will be a 2nd down and 10 to go at the 6-yard line. So Dobbs. He can run the ball too. He's a bit of a scrambler. 2nd down, he's going to throw a short pass to Kittle. See if Dobbs can come in here and complete a pass and get a touchdown. Kittle's open. Dobbs. 23 is a 29. He cannot get the pass off, and he's going to take the sack. Oh, that's one of the worst things he could do. 6 and a -6 puts them in the C. 16 puts them into standard. We're in the right column. The number was 23, was a 29. He gets sacked for an 8-yard loss. And now we have ourselves a 3rd down. 10.5 minutes left. 3rd quarter. I got to go short pass. Medium's not on the table at the 14, so short pass to Brandon Ayuk. 31. 31's a 7. He's going to complete it, but how far will he complete it for? 4 is going to put him in the C, so he's going to bump up to a B with the A receiver. 12 is a blown coverage. They're in the G. Even. 31 is a 7. He completes it for 12 yards. So that brings up a decision to be made here. So 12 yards. Gonna go to fourth down. 2-yard line. And at 12 come up again, so we got another offensive injury. Who's hurt this time? Looking at the big dice, offensive injury, 41. 41 is the 7. Kittle's hurt now. They're getting banged up bad. Kittle's a J4. 2nd dice roll on J4 is a 7. He will be out for the rest of the quarter. So injuries taking a toll here on San Francisco. So Kittle's out for the rest of the quarter. Now they're at a -8 on the offensive index floating chart. It is 4th down and 2. And they're going for it. Mason's out. McCaffrey's in. He's in the backfield. And Dobbs is going to throw a little short pass to Christian McCaffrey on 4th down. 13 is a 9. That looks like that should score the touchdown. 8. There's going to be a B receiver on this one, so C's going to go to the B. 14 is going to put him in the 3 line. Even. Josh Dobbs, 13, is a 9. And McCaffrey catches the 2-yard touchdown, his 2nd touchdown receiving of the day. And San Francisco takes 34-24 lead with the extra point coming. And Jake Moody on for the extra point attempt. 32. 32's a 41. He boots it through the extra point. And San Francisco takes 35 to 24 lead with 9:45 left in the third quarter. Ball's teed up at the 35. Jake Moody on the kickoff. 51 to 25. That is going to be kicked into the end zone and not returned. So here comes the Commanders from their own 30-yard line, down by 11 in a wild shootout here at RFK Stadium. Daniels, the young quarterback, been having a day. But they got to keep the hammer down. They're down 11 points. So what they're going to call on first down? They're going to throw a little short pass to Zach Ertz to start this drive from their own 30. Jayden Daniels, short pass. 44, that'll be a good one. 3. They're going to go to the A index. 46 is going to be standard. Second column, they got a successful double cover. They were looking for Ertz. 44 is a 6. Drops down to 8. 11-yard completion. 271 yards passing today for Jayden Daniels. Zach Ertz has caught 4 of them for 50 yards. And that one will move to chains. Just past the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 41. First down. In the backfield, Austin Eckler in the backfield. And what they're going to call? They're going to run Eckler. They're going to run Eckler inside, keeping it between the tackles. 32's a 26. 5 will put him in the A index. 34 puts him in the standard. 5 puts him in the left column. 32's a 26. He plows it 2 yards. Going to be a second down and 8. Eckler 3 carries today for 9 yards. So second down. 2 yards here, another 30 seconds gone. 8:45 left, third quarter, second down and 8. Probably a passing situation. Little short pass to Olamide. Zacchaeus. Short pass, 62. 62's a 20. That ball's in a flutter. Incomplete to Zacchaeus. He was open and he missed him. Now we got ourselves a third down. Can they get the third down conversion? Halfway through the third period here. They cannot afford to knock them down and score. It's been that kind of a game. They're going to go medium pass. Medium pass to Noah Brown. A lot of Ohio State receivers in the league anymore. Here we go. Medium pass. 16. 16's a 26. Jayden Daniels in a scramble. He's in a scramble from the A index. What can he do with it? 43. 43's a 32. 4-yard run is what Daniels, that's all he could do with it. 5 carries for 11 yards. They've been keeping him really well contained. So 4 yards. Going to be fourth down. They have to punt it away as they do not get the third down conversion. And on comes the punter. The punter is Tress Way. This is just the second punt of the game for Tress. 53. Let's see what we can do here. 12. 12 is a 7. Right column 7 on the punt. 27 yards and it bounces out of bounds. 27 yards. 3, 13, 23. 27. What a horrible punt. Right when you want him to be able to pin somebody deep, he just shanks it. 7:45 left here. Halfway through the third quarter. And coming out the quarterback, San Francisco will be Joshua Dobbs. They'll be running about a 3 wide receiver sets there. Next you got so first down, 26-yard line. What's the call going to be? He's going to throw one. He's going to throw one to Ricky Pearsall. Little short pass to Pearsall. Let's see if Dobbs can throw the ball. 64. 64 is an 8. That don't look too bad. 8. That's going to go over B up to the A. So 8's going to put them in the C, so they're going to bump up to the B. 42 is going to put them in a standard. Right column. 64. 64 is an 8-yard completion to Pearsall. Dobbs, third completion, 22 yards. Pearsall, second catch for 19 yards. We have ourselves a second down and 2 to go. San Francisco comes in here. They are the underdog, but they've been battling away. Inside run. Mason from 2nd and 2. Handoff Mason. 13's a 29 inside. Going to be in the C index. 51 on the 2nd and 2 is going to go in the standard. Left column. 13, 19. No gain. Mason cannot go anywhere. 12 carries. 70 yards. Now we got ourselves a 3rd down and 2 situation. With 6:45 left. So 3rd and 2. What's the call going to be? Looks like they're going to throw it. Going to throw a little short pass. Did you want Jennings on 3rd and 2? Can Dobbs make the play? 35. 35's an 8. Looks like he will make a decent pass. He's taking over from Purdy and doing pretty good. 3 is going to put him in the C, which you bump him up to the B. 55 on the 3rd and 2. Puts him in the D. 35 is an 8. 9-yard completion to Jennings. First down. Jennings up to 45 yards. Receiving today. A 3rd down conversion. Let's move it 9 yards. Up to the 43. Clock ticking. 6:15. Still all kinds of time left in this game here. We still got almost a half of football, but you can start disappearing in a hurry. First down. They're getting greedy. They're going to medium pass to Samuel on first down. Back in the pocket. Dobbs looking downfield. 51 is a 7. 6 would be a C. We'll put them into the B. 61. No, 64. Puts them in the D. They got a successful double cover. 51's a 7. Drops to the 9. Oh, it sails incomplete. Incomplete pass. Looked like he had it, and then he didn't. Now we got a 2nd down. 10 to go. 6 minutes left. 3rd quarter. Mason's out. McCaffrey's in. McCaffrey's making a couple carries today, and they're going to bring McCaffrey in, and he's going to run the ball for the first time. He's going to try to run it outside and get around the edge. Hand off to McCaffrey. 45 is a 20. 6 is going to put them in the C index. 21, going to put them in the standard. 45 is a 20. This was actually a outside run. McCaffrey gets 2 yards. See, it's 1 carry for 2 yards today. Now we have ourselves a 3rd down, 8 to go. What kind of miracle play can Dobbs pull off here? He doesn't have any Kittle to throw to. They're going to look for Brandon Ayuk. He has 3 catches on 5 targets so far. They're going to go short pass to the kid from Arizona State. Back in the pocket. Dobbs looking for Brandon Ayuk. 64. 64 is an 8. That should get some yardage. It's going to be C index. Going to bump it up to the B because he's an A receiver. Second dice roll is a 15 on a 3rd and 8. Going to put him in a standard. Left column. 64 is an 8. 12-yard completion. What a pass by Dobbs to Ayuk and keeping the chains moving. .54 yards completion for Ayuk. First down. Moves the chains. Another 3rd down conversion. They are across midfield. Clock keeps moving. 5 minutes left. 3rd quarter. Mason running inside. Handoff Mason. 43-yard line. C index. 63 puts him in the D. Left column. Snake Eyes is a K. Jordan Mason might be going a long ways here as he gets a K. Looking at the big dice. Big dice 55 is a 2. 31-yard run before he's knocked out of bounds. What a run. Over 100 yards on the day for Jordan Mason on a 31-yard run. San Francisco's in business again. 8, 18, 28, 29, 30, 31. They are down to the 12-yard line. Taking a break is Jordan Mason from Georgia Tech. McCaffrey in. First down, 12-yard line. And they're going short pass to McCaffrey. Short pass to McCaffrey, 24. 24 is an 11. Short pass. We got a 9. They're going to be in the A index. 33, A standard, left column. 24 is the 11. Actually, just hauled that in there for 9 yards. Wow. 9-yard pass to McCaffrey down to the 3-yard line. These guys have been unstoppable. 81 yards today for McCaffrey. Second down. 1 to go. Mason still out. McCaffrey in. Handoff. Second down from the 3-yard line. Inside run. 42's a 18. Going to be a C index. 51 from down deep. Going to be in the standard. Left column. 42. 19. No gain. No, 42 is an 18. 3-yard run. Touchdown. McCaffrey. San Francisco scores again. Doesn't matter who's quarterback, and he gets a first down, and then he gets the touchdown. He's in the end zone. And with 3 minutes, 3:45, 3:58 left in the 3rd quarter. 49ers, 41 with the extra point attempt coming. Commanders, 24. Comes Moody with the extra point. 16. 16 is a 7. He boots it through. And San Francisco takes a 42-24 lead. Oh my, what a game. Moody kicking off from the 35-yard line. 64 is a 25. He booms it through the end zone. They don't want to see any returns right now. And here comes the Commanders from the 30-yard line. Down by 18 points. Definitely. Looks like they'd better come down and score now. Otherwise, this game could even get uglier. As good as Jayden Daniels been, they just haven't had any defense at all, any answer at all for the onslaught of dice rolls for the 49ers. So here we go. First down. Eckler in the backfield. First down, they're going to do a little short pass to Eckler. Start out throwing the ball. 23's a 29. He's going to get sacked. 2. Puts him in the B index. Short pass, B index. Dice roll, 24. B standard. Right column, 29. He is hit for an 11-yard loss. He's been sacked twice today for 18 yards. Now we have ourselves a second down and 21. And this time he's going to come back and he's going to throw a little, he's going to try the little screen pass to Eckler to try and get some of the yardage back. So second down, 21. 66. 66 is a 2. That'll get some yardage back. 1C puts them in the B. 35 puts them in the D. 66 is a 2. It's either going to be a 40 or a 23-yard gain. Screen pass to Eckler, the running back. Free safety, trying to tackle him. Free safety is a 3. He has a 5 chance of making the tackle. And make it at a 23. So 1 through 5. Free safety makes the tackles. We're looking at the big red dice. 23-yard completion to Eckler. First down. 294 yards. Daniels, Eckler, 23 more. 53 on the day. What a huge play for Washington. They got a first down just past the 42-yard line. Little time check. 2:45 left, third period, third quarter. They're going to try a medium pass. Medium pass to Terry McLaurin. Back in the pocket. Daniels looking downfield. Lets it rip. 26-16. That is going to be an incomplete pass to McLaurin. He was off target. Second down. 10 to go. Going to come back with a handoff to Robinson. Outside. See if he can get some yardage here. Outside run. Robinson, 62 is a 24. That was on the A index. Had them on the right line. They were in the D line. 62, 24. And all he could get is 1 yard. 26 yards rushing on the day. Now we have ourselves a third down situation. Third down and 9. Daniels find the open receiver. 3rd and 9. Looking for a little short pass to Zach Ertz. 3rd and 9, back in the pocket, looking for Zachary. 41. 41 is a 26. Quarterback scramble. Quarterback scramble is going to be in the A index. And there's going to be a penalty on it. 36. We got a 236. Oh, he took off running, and there's going to be an offensive holding. Let's see what the play would have been. Five, 24. Yep, they're going to back him up to 10 yards. Would have been a 5-yard run, but they don't trust it. They won't go for it, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty. It will remain 3rd down. Backing it up 10 yards. Still 3rd down. We're down to a minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter. They need a big play here. Medium. To Zacchaeus. Can Daniels make a play? 44. 44 is a 6. That might be the play he was looking for. 7 puts him in the A index. Snake Eyes puts him in a blown coverage. They're in the G. Left column. 44 is a 6. 31-yard completion to Zacchaeus. "31 yards. Gives him 79 yards receiving on the day. That couldn't be a bigger 3rd down conversion. "31 yards. 2, 12, 22, 31 yards. Right down to the 36-yard line. 1st down. They're still hanging out in this game. Jayden Daniels. That could be the play of the day if they come back and win this thing. 1st down. They're going to go short pass to Noah Brown. 32 is a 26. Jayden Daniels scramble. He's going to be scrambling from the A index. He gets outside of they didn't hold containment on him. He gets outside and he rumbles 24 yards down the field. 35 is a 15. 24-yard scramble for Jayden Daniels. Monster play there. 24 yards. 11, 13. They're right down to the 12-yard line. A couple plays ago looked like they were dead in the water. And now, as the 3rd quarter is coming down to the end of the close, we got 30 seconds left. They are trying to claw themselves right back in the game. First down. They're throwing a little short pass. Eckler's in the game. Short pass to Austin Eckler. 41. 41's a 26. He's taking this game in his own hands as he's going to scramble again with it from the A index. A index scramble from the 12. 62. 24. He only gets 1 yard on that one. He has 36 yards rushing on the day. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter here at Washington's home field. I think it's RFK Stadium. Not sure. Thanks for playing this one at Howard Street Field with the 49ers leading 42-24. As we get ready for the 4th quarter of action here at Howard Street Field, I want to thank everybody that's still watching, been following, and the stuff I've done. I really do appreciate it. A lot of you guys have subscribed. I know a lot of people watch stuff and haven't subscribed. If you take a moment to do that, that'd be great. Any likes, any comments? I was actually on YouTube today before I started filming here today just to watch a lot of the different people, the way they play the games. And it's just amazing how when it gets to the Apba football, so many people play the same game, but everybody just plays it so much differently. And that's the beauty of the game. All the way down to some very basic stuff, right to a lot of stuff that's really complex. So enough about that. Here we go. We got a 42-24 lead for San Francisco as Washington's brought the ball all the way down to the 11-yard line. And we got a 2nd down and 9 from the 11. And right now, through the game, Jayden Daniels is 20 for 27 for 325 yards. He's thrown for 1 touchdown and he's ran for 2. And this drive here, he brought the team right out of the fire down there to bring them down here in a scoring possibility. So here we go, 2nd and 9. What they're going to do, they're going to run a little short pass to Terry McLaurin. 55 is a 6. That should be good. Going to go to the A index with the 0. The snake eyes puts him in a blown coverage again. Left, 55. 55's a 6. And wide open. It's like they didn't even see him. McLaurin, 11-yard completion to McLaurin for the touchdown. The Commanders have cut it down to a 42-30 game with the extra point coming. Austin Siebert, he is on for the extra point to try to make this a 42-31 game. 34 is a penalty. We got a 365 on the penalty chart. 365 on the field goal penalty chart. I always resolve my penalties first and then. So 365 is a 29. 12 players on the field defense. Let's see if the kick was good. The kick is good. Well, that makes it interesting because that gets them down to the 1-yard line. So now do they think about going for 2 to make it a 10-point game? So with a half the distance penalty from the 2-yard line down to the 1-yard line, they're taking the point off and they're going to go for 2. They're lined up in a power back and Daniels going to try to run this one inside for 2 points. 21 is a 22-9, puts him in the A index. 52 puts him in the S, right column. 21, 22. No gain. He does not get it. Oh no. They're stopped trying to get the 2-point conversion. And we'll see how that plays out for him. As they reviewed it 3 times, and he did not break the plane. We're back in the kickoff in a 42-30 football game. So we're teeing it up. Siebert from the 35-yard line, down by 12. We got 14:45 left in the game. Siebert, 41. 41's a 9. Right column, 9. 59 to the OB, down to the 6-yard line. 59-yard kick. That is the 4th time he got in the landing zone. And the OB will be Garendo. This will be his 4th return of the game. P column, 61. 61's at 18. Right column, 18. Returns at 28 yards. It's forward, 120, about 30 yards of return today. There's our 28 yards up to the 34-yard line. First down, 34-yard line. Can Dobbs keep moving the team down the field? We got 14:30 left in the game. That's one thing I do is I don't have a lot of piles of cards laying around. I keep everybody kind of stacked top to bottom in my cards. Each different team. Kittle's back in the game. So now we're back to a -6 on offense for the floating index for San Francisco. They've been operating, they've been doing so well today, right in that, mostly in the C index. It's actually been amazing. So first down, they're going to go inside Mason. Mason actually has 11 carries for 101 yards as he broke that big 31-yarder a little while ago. Handoff inside to Mason. 32's a 26. He's not going very far on this one. 6 on the -6 index is going to put them in the C index. They're in the D line, left column, 32, 26. He gains 2 yards. Looks like we got a player down on the field. What do we got going on here? Looks like it's defensive players on the field. Let's see who it's going to be. Dice rolls of 62s on my chart here. That's a defensive injury. I don't do injuries off the boards. I do them on my chart here. So defensive injury. Let's see who's hurt. Defense, dice roll, 16. 16 is going to be the D2. D2 for Washington will be Darren Payne, the big tackle from Alabama. He is going to be out for the rest of the game. So the fourth quarter, Payne, defensive tackle. So he's a 4. Who they got to replace the 4? Defensive tackle. Probably going to be a 2. No, it's a 3. They got Jonathan Allen coming in. There brings backups from Alabama too. So Payne out, Allen in. That puts San Francisco at a -5 on the index now. So the way I play the game, injuries do matter. So -5, now they're down to like a 50-50 mix here on the possible B, possible C index. Second down, 8 to go. Kittle's back in the game. And Dobbs is going to go short to Kittle on 2nd and 8. As we got 14 minutes left here in the game. 2nd and 8. Dobbs, 16 is the 22. Let's see what we got going on. 9 puts them in the grade A. 23 in the 2nd and 8 puts them in the standard. That's going to be an incomplete pass to Kittle. Now we got ourselves a 3rd down and 8 situation. As Washington needs the 3 and out. And they could be looking at the 3 and out here. They're going to go medium to Ayuk on a 3rd and 8. Can Brandon get open? And can Dobbs hit him if he does get open? 12 is a 26. Dobbs is going to try and run the ball. 5. He'll be in the C index. Run the ball. C index. Dobbs. What can he do? 52. 52 is a 33. He's going to fumble the ball away. It's an F16. F16, 13. F16, 13. Runs at 8 yards. Fumbles it away. There's a pile on the field. And it looks like it could be a turnover. So 8-yard fumble for Dobbs. D5 recovers it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Farrell from Clemson. Cleveland Farrell, and he's just going to fall on the ball right there. And we got ourselves, they got the turnover they needed. That's their 2nd fumble. It's the first one they lost. So after the first turnover of the game for either team, Washington taking over on the San Francisco 44-yard line, down by 12 points. They needed a big play, and that is the big play they needed. So first down. kind of play they're going to call. They're going to run Robinson inside. They're going to start off with a running play. Try to pound the ball a little bit. Ooh, 3. 3 is going to put them in the 8 index. 52 is going to put them in the D line. Off to the left column, 66 is a K. 66 is a K. Robinson, big dice here. Big dice. 41. 41's a 16. He busts through there for a 10-yard run. 36 yards on the day. There's some power football there. We're down to the 20. We're down to the 34-yard line. Officially, we got 13:15 left. First down, 34-yard line. Are they getting ready to take a shot? Dynamic Brown's in the game. They're going to go a little medium pass. Dynamic Brown. Back in the pocket. Daniels looking for Brown. 0. Going to put them in the 8 index. 12 puts them in the 3 line. Another 12 on the defensive call. Even. 36. 36 is a 13. That is a 9-yard completion to Dynamic Brown. Dynamic Brown's first catch of the day. We got a player down on the field. Who's it going to be? It is going to be an offensive player. Trying to get a number for you. Offensive player, 63. That is going to be the 011. That would be Nate Brown. But on this play, that'd be Noah Brown. But on this play, Dynamic Brown was the receiver that was in for him. So Dynamic Brown is the guy that's hurt. And he will be out for the game. So Dynamic Brown comes in, gets a big catch, and then he gets banged up. Now we got ourselves a second down. 1 to go from the 24-yard line. They're going to try a medium pass. They're going to push the issue here from the 25. Why not? 2nd and 1, medium pass. Then the 30-yard line. 13 is an 11. He might have completed that. 3, going to bump up to the A with the A receiver. 52 on the 2nd and 1. That's going to be in a standard. We're going left column. 13 is the 11. Completes it for a 2 yards and a first down. He reached it out. He got the first down. 347 yards passing today for Jayden Daniels. Zacchaeus. His 6th catch today for 81 yards. Stretched out just far enough. And they get the first down at the 23-yard line. Official time, 12 minutes and 15 seconds. I say I keep the official time on my score sheet. I usually forget to move it on the chart over here. So when I say official time, that means I'm actually checking out the score sheet here. First down, 23-yard line, down by 12, trying to make a game of this. In the backfield, Eckler, out, Robinson. What they're going to do on first play here, they're going to throw a short pass to Eckler. He's been coming in and catching some balls here. Daniels looking for Eckler, 22. 22's a 4. 3, they're going to end up in the 8 index. A, standard, left column, 22. 22's a 4. 15-yard completion down to the 8-yard line. Eckler, 68 yards receiving today on 5 catches. Three, 13, 14, 15. First down and goal to go at the 8-yard line. Washington. They're at the doorstep again. What they can do from the 8-yard line. First down, they're going to run. Robinson inside between the tackles. 34 is a penalty. We got ourselves a 4.23 on a... Oh, that's going to be a holding penalty. Let's see the result of the play on the holding penalty. 63 is a 14. Oh, this could be even worse. That puts them into A. Standard. Even. 14. 63 is a 14. That's a F21. F21 53. F21 53. He went 6 yards, fumbled away. The offense recovered the ball, but they're going to back it up 10 yards on the hold penalty. That's a tough penalty there. That is their 7th penalty for 70 yards. Still first down. But now they're back to the 18-yard line. At least they got a little bit of room on the field to work with. What's the call going to be? Noah Brown, medium pass from the 18-yard line. Jayden Daniels back looking, surveying the field. 44. 44 is a 6. Oh, what a shootout this has been. Medium pass. A index. 33. Puts him in the D. Left column. 44-6. Completes it for 19 yards. That's a touchdown. Only need 18. 18-yard touchdown pass to Noah Brown. Oh my golly, Washington. Are they ever in the game? 42-36 with an extra point coming. Siebert in for the extra point attempt to try to make it a 5-point game. 56 is a 5, splits the uprights, and we got ourselves a 42-37 football game. Austin Siebert teeing it up, 35-yard line. 53. 53 is a 4. Right column 4. 63 OA. He's been keeping that right in the landing zone beautifully. Probably the best kicker I've seen it all year doing it. 63 yards to the OA. The OA will be Collins. He is the OA and he is the OB. Jacob. No, it's not him. It's Samuel. No, Debo. Debo has it at the 2-yard line, doing some kick returning duty. What can Debo do? Debo. 63. Oh my. 63 is a 34. Debo's going to fumble it away. He's going to fumble it anyways. Don't know if it's away, but we got an F1. An F1 25. F1 25. 15 yards out of bounds. San Francisco holds on to the ball. What a break. He fumbled it away, and it barely bounces out of bounds. So 15 yards up to the 17. With 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. San Francisco with a 5-point lead. They got to come down and try and score to help put this game away. Because right now, Jaden Williams has been just a force to be reckoned with his 380-yard passing today and 4 combined touchdowns. First down at the 17-yard line. We're going to start out with, oh, they're getting tight here. They're going inside Mason. First down from the 17-yard line. Running game was working earlier. Mason's over 100 yards. 3. Puts them in the C index. 56. Puts them in the D. Left column. 62. 24. 1 yard is all he can muster up. Second down, 9 to go. 104 yards rushing today for Mason. We got ourselves a second down. 9 to go. 10:15 left in the game. They're going to throw a little short pass to Deebo Samuel. Back in the pocket. Down. 13. 13 is a 9. 9. They're actually go up to the grade A for this one here. 66. That's going to be a, on a 2nd and 9, 66. Nickelback. Going to put them in a D. They're going to be in the right column, and they get the double cover on them. 9 drops to 11. Oh my. He only got 2 yards on there on a tremendous play on the defense. 2-yard completion to Deebo Samuel was it. Couldn't quite shake loose. As Washington's defense trying to make a stand here. 3rd down from the 15-yard line. 9:45 left in the game. Washington trying to get the ball back here. Short pass to Kittle. As they're just trying to move the change. Dobbs back in the pocket. Looking. Kittle. Open. What a play. 7 on the -5. They're going to be a B. They're going to go to the A. 52 on the 3rd and 7. Third and 7, 52. They're going to be in a D. And they do get a double cover. On 3rd down pressure, the double cover, left column, 15 is a 6. Drop to 8, 12-yard completion to Kittle. 66 yards passed in today for Dobbs. Kittle's up to 78 yards receiving. What a huge first down for San Francisco. There's another 3rd down conversion as that keeps the clock going. So they're across the 32-yard line. We have 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. We're getting right down to crunch time. Who's in the backfield? McCaffrey's in the backfield. He's only carried the ball twice today for 5 yards, but they're bringing him in here. It looks like Mason might be slowing down a little bit. Inside handoff. McCaffrey. 64 is at 18. 9. 9 on the -5 on the index. So they're going to be in the B. B index. 3 line. And it looks like they are going to make a... Looks like a successful key. Go look at my chart. It will be a successful key on them too. The key on the ball carrier. So went to the 3 line. We're in the right column. 64, 18, drop to 20. McCaffrey can only get 1 yard. 3 carries, 6 yards today. Keeps that clock moving. .45, 2nd down, 9 to go. They're going to run a little short pass to Ricky Pearsall. If he can't get open, short pass, Ricky Pearsall. 33, what a throw. 5. Going to put them in the B index because 5 puts a C, so they go to the B index. 56 on a 2nd and 9. That's going to the 1 line, right column. 33 is a 4. 15-yard pass to Pearsall. What a toss by Dobbs. Trying to come back after the bad fumble he had earlier. Pearsall, 3 catches, 34 yards. What a nice 15-yard grab. Keeping the clock going. 7 and 8, 15, just shy of midfield. Another 30 seconds ticks off. We got 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. If they come down and score, if they come down and get a touchdown, that's really going to put this game in a time crunch. A field goal, Commanders would only be down 8. It'd still be a 1-score game. So first down, McCaffrey, outside. Yeah. Gonna try an outside run. See if he can't get around the corner. Oh, he does. Snake eyes to 15-0. Puts him in the 8 index, 44. Puts him in the standard. They got a successful key on him. Right column. Snake eyes 15. Drop to a 17. 11-yard gain for McCaffrey. Moves the chains. Best run of the day for McCaffrey, his 11 yards. Stays first down. Down to the 41-yard line. The clock keeps ticking. We're at the 41 now. McCaffrey out. In comes Jordan Mason. Inside run from the 41. 56 is a 25. That's going to be no gain for Mason. Hasn't done much since his big breakaway run earlier. Second down. 10 to go. 7:15 left in the game. 2nd and 10. What's he going to be looking at doing? He's going to do a little short pass. Short pass to Jawan Jennings. Trying to control the ball. Dobbs to Jennings. 25 is a 6. He is really heating up too, but unreal dice rolls today. 6 to B goes to the A. 56. Going to put them in the one line. We got the left column. 25 is a 6. 11-yard completion, another chain mover. We are looking like this game might be the big upset. Washington could be knocked out of the tournament already. Jennings, 56 yards receiving today on 5 catches. First down, 30-yard line. We're down to 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. They're going to go back and run Mason inside again. Keep pounding the ball, try to get up some clock. 65 is a 24. 8 puts them in the B index. The B index. 16 puts them in the 3. They're going to have another successful key. Washington's defense has actually been very tough. 65 is a 24. Drops to the 26. No gain. The way I play it is the better defenses create more double covers and more offensive pressures. So second down, 10 to go. 6:15 left. 2nd and 10. All right. He's been really hitting these passes so far. They're going to go short pass to Ayuk. Back in the pocket. 26 is a 15. He might have completed it for something, but probably not very much. Actually, 1 through 5 is the season, a bump up to the B. Second dice roll is a 41. Going to put him into, let's go to the pass. At least get to the pass. Short to Ayuk. C, going to put him into B. Going to go to the D. Going to go to the left column. 26. 15. Incomplete pass to Ayuk. And now we got ourselves the big third down situation. Can Washington put a stop on him here with 6 minutes left and give Jayden Daniels a chance to at least come down. The winner tie the game. So 3rd and 10. They're going to go a short pass to Deebo Samuel. 3rd and 10. '52's a 27. He's in a scramble in the B index. So the B index, we got a scramble by Dobbs. 6th column, 21 is a 26. No, 21's a 24. He loses 2 yards. And it will be 4th down. Tried to scramble. Does not get anywhere with it. So 4th down. We're down to 5.5 minutes left in the game. And on comes the kicker for San Francisco, Moody, to try and make this an 8-point game. So it'll be a 32, be a 49-yard field goal. 35 is a 39. From the 32, we got a 39. It is good. So we got ourselves a 49-yard field goal by Moody. San Francisco goes up by 8 points late in the game. So Moody teeing it up for the 35-yard line. San Francisco has the 8-point lead. I played a lot of Apba football games over my life here, and I'm in my 60s, so I played a lot of them, and I've played a lot of entertaining games, but this rates right up there with a lot of them. It sure does. To say it's the best game I ever played, I don't know. Maybe the way this game ends, it could be, but it has been highly fascinating the way that both teams have been moving the ball up and down the field. And then with Purdy getting hurt and Dobbs coming in and Dobbs doing okay, and watching the young Jayden Daniels make play after play, this has been a blast. Jake Moody kicking off from the 35-yard line. 44-25. He boots it through the end zone. And here we go. The Commanders bringing the ball up to the 30-yard line. All kinds of time left in the game here as we got 5.5 minutes to go. They got all their timeouts. Jayden Daniels. What a show he is putting on today. But will it be enough? Right now, with this much time left, they're just going to stay kind of in a standard defense. Because right now, the whole playbook's pretty much opened up to the Commanders. Short pass coming out right away with a little short pass to the old guy from Stanford. Short pass to Zach Ertz. 26 is a 16. See if he can't eke a couple out of this. So 5, A index, 26, standard, left column, 26, 16, Zach Ertz reaches out. They get 3 yards. 383 yards today passing for the kid from LSU. Zach Ertz has caught 53 yards of those. So it'll be 2nd down. Give him the 3 yards. The clock ticks down to 5 minutes left. 2nd down, 7. And they're looking for McLaurin. He's in a little short dig route to McLaurin. Back in the pocket. Daniels looking for Terry McLaurin. 55. Oh my, 55 is a 6. 3. The B jumps up to the grade A index. 2nd down and let's say that was 2nd and 7. Puts it in a neutral down. 31 is a 5. That's going to be standard. Right column. And if the defense has a 5 man on defense, San Francisco does have the 5 on defense. Who is San Francisco's 5 on defense? their 5-man is Fred Warner, the linebacker, put the pressure on him. So once again, what do we got? We got the A index, 31 standard, right column. 55 is a 6. Drops to 8. 11-yard completion to McLaren. 394 yards passing. McLaren 11 more. He's up to 116. That's a first down. We got 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. After that, 11-yard completion. Down by 8. You're shy of midfield. They want to score, and if they do score, they don't want to leave any time on the clock for San Francisco to come down and do anything. So first down, they're actually going to run a play. They're going to run Robinson outside on first down, trying to eat up some clock and gain some yards. And 22 is a 15. Wow. They go to the A index. 26. They're in the standard. They're in the right column. 22. 15. 18-yard run for Brian Robinson. 54 on the day. What a big 18-yard run that was. 6, 16, 17, 18. First down at the 38-yard line. We're down to 3:45 left. Oh man, this crowd is going friggin' crazy at RFK Stadium. Watching the young Commanders come down to try to pull something off here. What's the call going to be? They're running them again. They're running them inside. Handoff inside. 5. Puts them in the 8 index. The defense is wearing down. They're in the standard. Left column. 35, 17. 8-yard run for Robinson. 62 on the day. He has to get a breather after those 2 tremendous runs. We're going to a second down. 2 to go. We're down to 3:15 left in the game. Jayden Daniels brings the team up. Brian Robinson out. Austin Eckler in. 2nd and 2. They're going inside Eckler, 2nd and 2. Gotta move to the little bit rougher part of the field. We're down to the 30-yard line. 2. On the +8. That is going to put them in the B index. 66. That's a blown line. Somebody missed an assignment. They're in the left column. Even. 51. 16. 10-yard run for Eckler. He's up to 19 on the day. That's a first down. Move the chains. 10 yards. They're down to the 20-yard line. Clock ticking. We're down to 2:45 left in this just ridiculously good football game. 49ers trying to cling to the 8-point lead. Washington trying to come down and get the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And right now, they've just been playing bully ball with them. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to Robinson back in. They're going to go between the tackles with Robinson. If they can't move the pile again. 3. That puts them in the A index as they are a +9. So, 55 to 16. Grade A. 54. Puts them in the D. They were looking for a pass. Right column. 12 more yards for Robinson. 74 yards today. What a ground and pound drive this has been. They're down to 2:15 left here. They're at the 8-yard line. One play left before the 2-minute warning. And what they're going to do? Eckler out. Eckler in. Brown out. Inside run, Eckler. Handoff, Daniels. Eckler, 36, 22. 7, A index. 63 puts them in the D. They were expecting a pass. Left column. 36, 22, 2-yard run. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Give Eckler the 2 yards. 21 on the day. We'll be back in a minute. And we are back. We have ourselves a 2nd down. Goal to goal from the 6. 2 minutes left in the game. Washington with the ball, down by 8. And they've been playing bully ball as they've just been running the ball right down San Francisco's throat on this drive. So what do? Daniels is almost up to 400 yards passing, but do they run it again or do they pass it? 2nd down. What's the call going to be? They're running Robinson inside. Here's the handoff. Robinson. 36, 5. Puts him in the A index. 25. Puts him in the standard. We're going right column. 36, 22. No gain. Clock keeps ticking. Down to 1:30 left. Now we got the 3rd down. Actually, 1:30 up, 1:30 left. 3rd down. Now it looks like they're going to pass it. Third down. Looks like they're going to pass it. No, they're not. They're going to run a little thing, and Daniels is going to try and run outside. Now he's Daniels inside. 3rd down. Daniels going inside. 22 is a 4. 5 puts him in the A index. 61. 61 is the call on defense on a 3rd down and 6. They actually ran a blitz play. So that put him in the 1. Right column. 22 is a 4. Daniels runs it in from 6 yards out. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. And we got ourselves a 2-point play coming here. Oh my, what a game this has been. Jayden Daniels, 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. We're at 45-43 with a 2-point play coming. Pandemonium here today at the football game as the 49ers have a 45-43 lead. Daniels just ran it in, and they're going for 2. They're at the 2-yard line. And what's the call going to be? Does he run it again? He tried to run one earlier on a 2-point play, and he got stuffed. They're kind of wishing they had that point right now. So here we go. What's the call going to be? They're going to go a short pass to the tight end, Zach Ertz. See if they can't get him open. Jayden Daniels back looking for Ertz. 51 is an 8. That should be good. 7 puts him in the A index. 65 puts him in the D. They got a good double cover on him. It's even. 51 is an 8. Drop to the 10. It's good. Daniels to Ertz for the 2-point play. And we are tied at 45. Oh, what a game. So 1:15 left in the game. Austin Seabrook kicking off from the 35-yard line. See if he can just put it in the end zone. 26 is a 40. That's a right column 40. 64 to the old B. Gets it right down to the 1-yard line again. He's been tremendous at getting that ball into the landing zone. So 64 down to the 1. And it will be Garendo again from the 1-yard line. He has to return it. 43 is a 20. An even 20. Second column 20. He returns at 24 yards. We are down to 1 minute left. 24 yards. 25-yard line. What is San Francisco going to do with this much time left? And then you got Washington back in pass defense with the backup quarterback in. Dobbs in there. What's he going to do on first down? They're going to start this off with a little screen pass. They'll do a little screen pass to Deebo Samuel. Just see if they can get some yards here to maybe take some kind of a shot. So first down, Dobbs, back, looking, 46-16. That looks like that ball's going to be, if it's complete, it's not going to be for very much. If it's 9 yards or under, it'll be out of bounds. That'd be grade A. 66 puts him into 1. They're going to get the double cover, but then add a yard if it's a gain. 46 is a 16, drops to 18, 1 yard. Going to be a 2-yard completion to Samuel. .45 seconds left. They're going to run McCaffrey on a draw play. 5. Going to put him in the B index. 54. Actually going to run a nickel back. So grade A, 1 line, 55, 16. He runs at 21 yards. McCaffrey, 21-yard run. 38. First down. 30 seconds left. This game is not over right now. Just got time for maybe a play and then a field goal attempt. As they burn their first time out. They're still in that pass defense. They're the part of the field here, though, and they might try one. So there we are. First down. Medium pass. Juwan Jennings. Dobbs looking down the field. Looking for Jennings. 42 is an 8. A index. Pass defense. 43. Puts them into 1 line. It's a successful double cover. 42 is an 8. Drops to 10. 6 yards. And they call timeout. 6-yard pass to Jennings. Second down. Last play. Last play of regulation, unless there's a long pass interference. So what's the call going to be on the last play here? They're going to throw a long pass. Long pass to Brandon Ayuk and hope for some kind of a pandemonium play. Defense guys all over the field back there. Dobbs back, looking. Fires it up in the air. 66! 66 is a 2? Oh my. So 3. A is going to go to the B. Defense they ran. They ran a 65 on the defense on the must pass, the nickelbacks, and they put it into the C. And they do get the double cover on it. 66 is a 2. Drops to the 4. And that ball's in a B incomplete pass. So that ball looked like that was incomplete. Completed a 66 for a 2, but with the double cover on them, the ball goes incomplete. And we are going to overtime here in Washington at 45. After a dramatic ending of the game of regulation, we are going to overtime. And right now, we got the coin toss, middle of the field, San Francisco. They're the visiting team. They're going to call it, and they're going to call tails. Let's see what we end up with. It is heads. So San Francisco will kick the ball away to Washington. So Moody kicking off. Overtime rules is both teams get a chance to possess the ball. So Moody kicking off from the 35. 21 is a 1. That's to the end zone. And here comes the Commanders in overtime. And we are tied at 45. So the Commanders and Daniels, this is the first time in this game that they have the ball and they haven't been behind in the game. So what can he do here? With the score even, can he rally him down there? Last time they had the ball, they played a lot of bully ball to get it down there, and they're going to start out just like that, 30-yard line. They're going to give an inside handoff to Brian Robinson to see if he can't start moving the pile right away. 6 puts him in the A index. 13 puts him in the G. They got a 5 guy on defense, Warner. So they're actually going to make a play on this thing too. It's the right column. 21, 24, drop to 26. No gain on first down for Brian Robinson. Not a way you want to start this overtime period. We will play till there is a winner. Second down, 10 to go. They're going right back to the start of the game in regulation. Zach Ertz, that got opened to get the 2-point conversion. They're going right back to Zach Ertz. Daniels looking for Ertz. 62. 62 is a 20. That ball is going to be incomplete. Pass to Ertz. Now we got ourselves a third down and 10. $14-15 left here. Not that clock even matters, but 3rd and 10. Can Daniels make a play? Everything he done to get him to overtime, and now they're coming out flat here in overtime. Gonna go medium pass to Zacchaeus. Daniels, can he make a play? 42. 42 is a 9. That's gonna be a grade A, but looks like a pretty good pass defense gonna happen. So medium pass, we go to the A, 64 on the 3rd down. They run a nickel back. If they got the 8, they get the double cover. They get the nickel back. I'm going to put them down to the B, left column. Double cover, 42 is a 9. Drop, 9 don't even matter. 9's incomplete. So incomplete pass to Zacchaeus. They cannot get the first down. And they have to punt the ball away already in overtime. And this is only the 3rd time they're punting all day long. On comes the punter. Tressway punting from his own 30-yard line. Here's a snap. Here's the kick. 23. 23 is a 10. Left column 10. Not a very good kick. 37 yards to the TA. 37. 10, 20, 35, 36, 37. The TA is Jacob Cowling from the 33-yard line using the P column. 13, 21, right column 21, 6-yard return. And here we go the other way. Here it comes. San Francisco. Next team to score wins the game. Can Dobbs had a rough 3rd quarter there because they only ended up with 3 points in their 3rd quarter. They got to score 21-3. Can Dobbs bring them down here? He almost did it at the end of regulation. So first down, who's the running back in overtime going to be? Looks like the overtime running back is going to be McCaffrey. And on first down, McCaffrey inside. Now McCaffrey's running it outside. First down, McCaffrey's running the ball outside. See if he can't turn the corner on it. 12 is a 26. He will not turn the corner on it. He is going to get hit hard. He's going to be in a grade B. Second dice roll's a 12. That's going to put him in the G. We're going right column. 12 is a 26. He gets a 1-yard loss, and we got an offensive injury. So 1-yard loss on the play. Going to make a second down. 11 to go. Let's see who's hurt, because we got the 12. That's the offensive injury. Offensive 33. Offensive 33 will be the right tackle. The right tackle is Trent Williams. He's a J4. He'll be out for the rest of the game. He's a 3 on defense, 3 on offense. Let's see what we can replace him with. So Moore is coming in to play tackle. That'll put from a -5 to a -6. So now dice roll a 1 through 6. They will be in the C index. 2nd and 11. They got to come back and they got to throw the ball here. So what they can do, who are they going to throw it to? Can Dobbs make a play on 2nd and 11? He's going to go medium pass right down the middle to George Kittle. See if we can hit him on a seam route. Dobbs looking for Kittle. 2nd and 11. 53 is a 9. The 9s are actually going to go up to the grade A. 13 on a 2nd down and 11. They're going to be in the G with that low dice roll. Right column. Looks like he's going to complete a pass here. 53 is a 9. And he hits Kittle for 13 yards. 103 yards today for Dobbs in relief. Kittle up to 91 yards on his 5 catches. First down. The 45-yard line. Field goal would win it. Field goal would win this dramatic game here. Would be a crazy 48-45 game. First down. Short pass to McCaffrey. First down, back in the pocket. Dobbs looking for McCaffrey. 15 is a 6. That's going to be a completion. 0 is going to put him in the A index. 51 is going to put him in the D. 15 to 6. 13-yard completion to McCaffrey. He's up to 94 yards receiving today. He hasn't played a whole lot, but he's played enough. He's made a difference in the game. So we're down to 12-15 in here, another 13 yards. And they are across midfield. They're at the 42-yard line. They're probably a good 10-15 yards away from being in field goal range. And you want to get a lot closer than that. Mason back in. Mason's going to run one inside from the 42-yard line. Little bully ball inside 42. 3 puts him in the C index. 55 puts him in the D. 31. 31's a 16. That is a 10-yard run for Mason. 114 yards today for Mason on the ground. You wouldn't think a team that's in C index could run the ball as well as they have, but they're been pounding it. They're down to the 32-yard line. .45 left in this quarter, but not that it matters because we're going to play till there's a winner. 32-yard line. I don't think they want Dobbs to Dobbs this thing up, so they're gonna run it again. They're running McCaffrey inside. They're rotating the running backs, trying to keep them fresh. McCaffrey inside. 5 puts them in the C index. 55 puts them in the D. We're in the right column. 15. 15's a 16. McCaffrey runs for 10 more. And this crowd here in Washington is getting really quiet. That's another 10 yards. We're down to the 22-yard line. If you're a San Francisco fan, probably very excited. Me, I'm not committed. 2 years ago, San Francisco knocked my Lions out of the playoffs, and last year, Washington did. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of either one personally. But in Appa, I root for both teams. First down. Mason inside from the 22-yard line. Looks like Washington's going to a run defense. Going to the must-run defense. Because they're going to probably just run the ball a few times here. 12's a 27. 7 is going to put them in. Let me see, the -6 of 7's going to put them in the B. So they're in the B index. 35 on a must-run. That's a G. Left column. 12. 27. Get to the right board here. So no gain for Mason on first down. Now we have a second down. 10 to go. What's the call going to be on second down? They're already down the field goal range. Be about a 40-yarder, 39-yarder. Second down. They're in a must-run defense. McCaffrey going to run it inside. Second down. 51 is a 17. 7 puts them in the B. 52 on the must-run. Actually puts them in a standard. Left column. 51. 17. 5-yard run for McCaffrey. Now we got third down. Inching ever closer down to the 17-yard line. So we got a third down, 5 to go, and they're staying in that same must-run defense. Handoff, Mason inside. 46. 9. 9 will put them in the B. Second dice roll, 26. Going to put them in the G. Left column, 46. 24. No gain. And we got fourth down. And on comes the field goal kicker. So Moody's on to try the 34-yard field goal. We got the holder, Brandon Allen. He's doing the holding. So here we go. In overtime, 45 to 45. 49ers trying to pull off the big upset and continue in the loser's bracket and knock the Commanders out of the tournament. So here's the snap. Here's the hold by Allen, and here's the kick. And it is 22 is a 3. He drills it right down the middle. Jake Moody, the kicker from Michigan, 34-yard field goal. And this one is over as the 49ers come into Washington's field and they pull off a tremendous 48 to 45 overtime epic, instant classic, thriller, best game of all time. This was just, as Romo would say, man, this was great. Let's go over some statistics here today of the thrilling 48 to 45 win that the 49ers knocked off the Washington Commanders to advance to the next round of the losers bracket of the double elimination tournament I got running here with the 2024 season cards. What a show it was. Started out, San Francisco could not be stopped as they scored the first 4 times they touched the ball, and they took the halftime lead. 28-24. As actually in the first half, both teams got stopped one time. Commanders, I think, had to punt one time, and San Francisco missed a field goal, and that was the only time in the first half that these teams did not score. Had a Jennings pass from Purdy, Siebert field goal for Washington, Mason 2-yard run, McLaurin the 72-yard pass for Washington, then San Francisco Mason, Washington, Daniels 4-yard run. McCaffrey caught the 70-yard pass, went the distance to make it 28-17. Then Daniels again before the half, and that was 28-24, and that's where we picked up the coverage here for the second half. McCaffrey got the 2-yard pass from Dobbs after Dobbs had to come in with Purdy get knocked out. Then McCaffrey scored again, and this game looked like it was over. It was 42-24, but then Dobbs turned it over. Washington got back and got the 11-yard pass from Daniels. And after the penalty, they went for 2 instead of just keeping the extra point on the board. And that come back to bite them, as they could have used that point in the end. Back and forth it went. And then Daniels, with 1:23 left in the game, regulation, scored on a 6-yard quarterback run, tied this thing up at 45-45 after the 2-point conversion. And then Moody come in and kicked a 34-yard field goal in overtime to pull this thing up for San Francisco. So I got instant classic. San Francisco Purdy and Washington Daniels were putting on the show until Purdy got hurt in the third quarter, injured. Dobb took over. He did okay himself. Jayden Daniels had 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns with 394 passing yards. Both teams over 500 yards total offense. Moody, overtime, 34 field goal, wins it after Washington couldn't move the ball with their possession. Overall statistics, San Francisco 528 total yards. They had 348 passing and 180 yards on the ground. They had a solid ground attack for being most of the way. They were in the C index. Washington, they had 137 yards. They had 394 yards passing. Only 1 turnover in the game. That was the Dobbs fumble. Penalties. Washington 7 penalties, 70 yards. San Francisco 4 for 22. Overall plays pretty even. Washington had 70 offensive plays. San Francisco 68 offensive plays. Flip it over here and look at some of the individual statistics. We'll go to San Francisco first, being they did win the game. Purdy, he was 12 for 18 when he was in for 239 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he left early in the third quarter. But they did score the 2 touchdowns in the third quarter to build on the lead. Dobbs coming, he was 12 for 17 for 124 yards. He had 1 touchdown and he had 1 fumble. Running the ball, Mason, 20 carries, 114 yards and a touchdown. McCaffrey, 8 carries, 52 yards and a touchdown. Receiving the ball, Kittle, 4 catches, 91 yards. He was out for a while hurt. Jennings, 6 for 62, 1 touchdown. Ayuki, 4 for 54. Another big one down here was McCaffrey out of the backfield. He had 5 targets, 4 catches, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So McCaffrey had 3 touchdowns today. Go over to the Washington side. Robinson, 18 carries, 74 yards. Daniels, 26 for 37, 394, 3 touchdowns. And he ran the ball 8 times for 42 yards and another 3 touchdowns. Eckler, 5 carries, 21 yards. Top receiver was McLaurin. He was targeted 8 times, caught 6 for 116 and 2 touchdowns. Zacchaeus, 6 catches, 81. Nate Brown, 4 for 67 and a touchdown. Eckler, 5 for 68. And Ertz, 5 for 53, and he caught a big 2-point conversion at the end of regulation. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan. If you made it to the end, hope you enjoyed it. This is quite the classic game. So, happy you guys stuck around and keep playing Apba sporting games. They are absolutely the most fun games, as evidenced by this, and very realistic. Hey, you guys, have a great football week. Goodbye.